Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo! Look at that, man. We're picking it back up. The yo's are getting stronger as Bitcoin seems to be getting slightly weaker. But let's talk about it, man. Stock market coming down. DXY coming up. Let's talk about it today, man. Yo! What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got a lot of beautiful things to talk about today. Bitcoin seems to just be in the same damn range. 19K. Anyone else annoyed at 19K besides me? Anyone else? Raise your hand in the chat. Anyone else getting pissed off at 19K? I mean, it's a good area to accumulate, but holy shit, man. We've been here for years, I feel like. This one hasn't really been years, but you guys get the point. Today we got some tea. We got the ETH cup. If you guys haven't seen the ETH cup, by the way, we got my wife and your wife. This is my wife right here. My wife is a lot better than yours. There we go. And this is your wife right here. Probably just the opposite. Probably the upper body is probably bigger than the lower body. Yeah, but that's today's world. But it's usually just probably the body is flipped, big, small at the bottom. Okay, there we go. And we got a little orange juice. To get some vitamin C, as you guys told me to drink some damn vitamin C. All right, so there we go. That's my morning so far. And we're going to talk some Bitcoin. DXY is going nuts to the upside, by the way. Going absolutely nuts. How was everyone this morning? I was born pissed off. Crane said, dude, last night's stream was too much fun. Last night's stream was awesome, man. I mean, Clint and Salim were going nuts at each other. I hope they hugged it out. Hope they did a little bro hug and, made up to each other. Like I said, I will gladly be the intermediary of a fight. If anyone wants to fight again, just come fight on my stream. I am down, and you guys are perfectly okay to do it, as long as you don't swear for the kids. You know what I mean? Coffee mug on clearance? Hey, this was my birthday present. Be nice. Be nice. Hold on. Let me take a sip of tea here real quick. All right, let's start out with the overview of today, man. So basically, if we look at BTC, guys, I'm doing pretty good, Crypto Wolf. I'm not gonna lie, man. Sickness is slowly going away. We're killing it. We're back on the regular schedule, hopefully from here on out, and we're good to go, man. But anyways, let's look at where BTC is. All right, I mean, not much has changed. I mean, today's red. Here's what I'll say. I don't think today is too much about BTC. What we need to watch today is if the DXY is going to break that 112 level that everyone's talking about, and if the stock markets are coming back down to test their previous lows, and if those previous lows are going to hold up. Because if it doesn't, that might not look pretty for BTC. All right, so let's look at where Bitcoin is. So just an update on the daily time frame. Not much has really changed, right? Bitcoin's still holding these previous lows, right? With the slight deviation, right? I mean, this is a pretty brutal deviation. Swing failure pattern, right? When an asset tries to push below its previous support or above its previous resistance, gets a rejection slightly below, and pops right back up. Classic swing failure. Now, what we want to see for Bitcoin today, and what I prefer to see, is Bitcoin's coming back down. I would like to see it hold this green box again. All right, at least say, okay, let's make a higher low. All right, let's make a higher low back in this green box and start to build some better momentum to the upside. Because right now, you're really not getting that momentum, right? There's really no momentum, zero, zilch, nada momentum to the upside. If we go to the 4-hour chart, just real quick, you guys can see it, man. All right, let's go to the 4-hour chart. We are here for BTC. So the 4-hour chart, just not getting any momentum. That's why I said yesterday, guys, I'm not going to get too excited for a Bitcoin rally to the upside until Bitcoin can break this downtrend of resistance. And we just haven't done it yet, right? And that's fine. That's fine for now, okay? But you got some bearish things that could be popping up on the charts. And you guys know, I don't want to be bearish, man. I want to go to the upside. I want to moon. But Bitcoin's at support, so I'm not going to get too up in arms yet. But we are hanging by a thread, man. We are. But we just keep getting rejected, right? 1 hit, 2 hits. We wicked above. And you guys can see yesterday. Basically what we did is, we come up to the 50 EMA. We test this downtrend of resistance, and we get another rejection from there, man. Just making lower highs and pushing down. So let's see what we got. We're back in this green box support. Bitcoin looks like it's coming down right now as we speak. 18,774. What will happen for BTC right now? 18,770. We are pushing back down. Let's see if we come back down to that 786 retracement as we speak, man. All right. John said, who needs momentum? I'm trying to DCA. Facts. Let's go check out what I'm talking for the stock markets, man. Look at the S&P futures, man. This is getting shady. This is getting very shady. Very quickly. Why is this getting shady? This is probably more shady than me last night. I was going nuts last night. Clint was going nuts last night. Salim was going nuts last night. We were all going nuts last night, right? We should just say, I'm going nuts. We're all going nuts, right? Instead of I'm George, we're all George. Say, I'm going nuts. We're all going nuts, okay? That's pretty much what we have to say at this point. But look at the S&P. Coming back down to test its previous lows, and also that 200-week exponential moving average, that infamous 200-week moving average, okay? Super shady, man. And I'm not saying, in the title of the stream, I'm not saying this lightly, that the stock markets are coming down hot and heavy, because they are. Look at this weekly candle, man. So let's see if this holds. So far, Bitcoin's been holding up. Bitcoin's been trucking along like a racehorse this week. But we got to see how the S&P and the Nasdaq react to coming down to these previous lows. All right, because this could be the level that we're all waiting for. And quite frankly, if this level breaks on the S&P, I think it's very likely that we're coming all the way down here to this green box. Basically to take this yellow vector candle back here from November of 2020 that we never retook, and these February 2020 highs. Right, somewhere in this region, which let's be honest, like, we don't know if it's going to break yet. So let's go under the assumption that we're going to hold it. But if we break it, from here, look at about a 10% drop on the S&P, which probably wouldn't be very good for Bitcoin, okay? So let's hope this level holds. Let's hope this ends up being the local low for the S&P, and we create some type of W formation like this, right? Where we get a hit, we get a rise, we get a second hit, get that rise back up. Let's hope for the W formation here, but be prepared for either direction, man, because does anyone really know? No, but man, this is going to get juicy, and this is going to get juicy fast on the S&P and the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ already broke the 200 moving average, but the NASDAQ also coming down to previous support. And if this breaks, same region, right? Right here from February 2020 highs, back down here, which for the NASDAQ would be, same thing, about a 10% drop. So let's wait and see. And on top of that, you get the DXY, which, the DXY also 112.31. Looks like it's smacking that 112 level. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of doing TA on the DXY. I think it's dumb at this point because every time we say, oh, bearish divergence, it keeps just pumping. And it keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. If this holds up, I mean, are we looking at the 120 DXY that's going to be in store? That's the question, man. That's the question we're all waiting for. Is 120 on the way for the DXY, which when you look left, is that previous local high? That would be shady, man. I wouldn't like that at all. And I don't think a lot of us would like that, except some of us that are waiting for the absolute Pico lows. Yes, I said Pico. That's how shady we are right now. Okay? Yes, I said Pico. If I'm saying Pico, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Is 120 on the way for the DXY? We shall find out. We shall find out on the next episode of the Cryptoverse, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it just seems like it keeps getting stronger, right? Parabolic rise. Yeah, I mean, is it going to do something like this where it comes all the way back up to 120? We'll find out. Drew said, I've been saying 120 for a long time. Drew, you are an absolute genius, my man. I don't know where you came from. Drew, I love you, man. I love you, Drew. I love all you guys. How many of you guys are just chilling here and, how many of you guys are just chilling here and just saying, damn, look at how handsome Jordan is with this red hoodie today. I haven't seen Jordan wear a hoodie in a hot minute, and he's wearing a hoodie today. Look at how handsome he looks. All he does is wear t-shirts, true classic tees, and he's wearing a hoodie today? How could he do this to me today? I can't even concentrate on what he's saying. Let me take a sip of my tea here. Zero said, I love breakfast tacos. Oh yeah, breakfast tacos are legit. Any tacos are legit. Give me lunch tacos, dinner tacos, breakfast tacos. Any type of tacos are legit, man. Legit. John said, ... John, you love me, man. Red's not your best color? Creighton, come on, man. Red is my best color. No. Everyone says green's my best color, which I like. I like green, for multiple different reasons I like green. There's only one way I don't like green. You know what that way is? Oh, God. All right. Let's continue. So, where are we looking for Bitcoin to bounce right now? The 786, which is at 18.6. 18.6 breaks today. We're this could be an ugly day if 18.6 breaks. So by ugly probably mean just retesting like 18.2, which we've been to twice. So Bitcoin's coming down hot and heavy right now. The bears are cheering. The bulls are... Everybody panic. We're going to zero. And in reality, the whole world is just doing this around us. And we're all just here for the Matrix, man. We're all here for the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Jordan says he's 20-something, looks 30-something, acts 10-something. No, come on. I'm actually very mature. I'm very mature. You guys might not think that on the stream, but I am. All right, here we go. 18.6. This could get dirty. This could get very dirty real quick for BTC. Let's see what we got here, man. This could get deep and dirty here for BTC as we come down here. Coming down hot and heavy right now. Hot and freaking heavy. Let's see what we got here. Will we hold 18.6? 4-hour time frame. Looking to be breaking that green box of support again. Are we coming down to test the lows for a third time? That's the question, man. Are we coming back down? Let's go big. I want to look at this real quick, guys, because this could get a little bit shady here for us on the 2-day chart. If we go to the 2-day chart, is that just a big rejection, right? What did we want to see yesterday? Yesterday, we wanted to see Bitcoin close back above here, above the previous candle. We couldn't do it. We got a bullish engulfing candle, but we said, if we go to total market cap, what we basically said yesterday is we didn't want to stay below this poop colored box, okay? We didn't want to confirm these previous supports and just flip it as resistance. And so far, today, that looks like what we did, okay? We confirmed previous support, previous support, previous support. We came back up, have flipped it as resistance. Are we coming back down to this red box? That's the question. That's the question we're all waiting for. And right now, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? We go down, up, down, up, down. We are just stuck between a rock and a hard place between the poop-colored box and the red box down here, right? So that's the big question. The 2-day chart, it was looking decent yesterday, and we said we want to get above this to get a 2-day bullish engulfing candle. All of a sudden now it looks a little shady. And that's why you gotta wait for closes, right? Things can look good, and then all of a sudden they can look bad. Wait for closes. Just like the weekly candle that we're gonna take a look at in a second. They can look good, and then they could look bad. So, right here, man. I mean, same thing on Bitcoin, right? Previous low, you dipped, you closed below, you came back up, wicked, got rejected, came back down. Let's see where we close. But volatility's starting to pick up here on the 2-day. And what do we say? If the 2-day chart volatility, the BBWP, starts to come back up and momentum's to the downside, you got to expect a continuation to the downside. Okay? Once again, wait for the close today. If Bitcoin bounces and gets a big run today, because maybe the stock markets bottom out and start to come back up, this is nullified. Wait for the close today, my friends. Wait for the close today. And DXY breaks. Yeah, man. I mean, but the 2-day chart looks kind of sketchy as we speak. Kind of sketchy. But as we know, we can change on a dime pretty quickly. All right, there's the perfect bounce off the 786. Who played that, man? Who played the 786 retracement? Let's see if it holds there. Look at that nice little bounce right off the 786. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. Let's see if it holds. If that doesn't hold, boop. We're coming back down to test these levels and probably coming to take this wick, man. This juicy wick. So let's see. Let's see if this holds in the short term, man. S&P coming down. Let's check the S&P real quick. Yeah, NASDAQ's coming down hot. Look at the S&P, man. S&P, yeah, the S&P futures is almost sitting right at that 200-week moving average. SPX, oh my lord, look at the SPX sitting right on top of that 200-week moving average. We do not want to break the 200-week moving average for the S&P. The last times you did that was March of 2020, which resulted in about a 18% crash for the S&P over the span of 1 week. We held it here in 2018. We held it here in 2016. You broke a little bit. I'm not worried about 2011 because you didn't really start that absolute parabolic rise yet. But I mean, the times before that was 2008, where you went down 50%, and 2000, where you went down approximately 40%. So, this is a key level, right? This is the level that's acted as support, right? 87, 90. Back here at 82, acted as support so many times on parabolic rises, but when it breaks after a parabolic rise, usually not a good sign. So let's see if this holds, man. I mean, this is it's a big level here. It's a big level. If this breaks, like we said, on the futures market, you got this juicy yellow vector candle here on the weekly. You could be coming back here to this range, man. And we could be having our drink stream very, very shortly here. Our drink stream could be coming in very, very shortly. All right, there it is. The 786 looks like it's breaking. Will it break on a close, though? We still got... Actually, we just opened a new hourly candle, so... Let's see what we get. 18,586. We're coming down hot, man. John said it doesn't always break the 200. But when it does, it breaks hard. Facts. I mean, this is a key level. I mean, is it a coincidence that stock markets are at key support while Bitcoin's also at key support? Not a coincidence. Bitcoin's been holding the range while the stock markets have been coming down. All right? And it's not a coincidence. They're both sitting here. And this could be the turning point, right? DXY going nuts right now. 112.50. Showing no chill. Man. XRP, 47.50. See, for all you XRPers out there. Man, let me go to the 4 hour real quick. So for the what was I saying? For XRP, holy shit, man! You got this 4 hour vector candle here. I mean, listen, it's gonna depend on what Bitcoin does, man. We got to pay attention to Bitcoin here. You know what I mean? As much as I want to talk about alts, which are all probably getting wrecked right now. Yeah, they all are. You got to pay attention to BTC, right? BTC is the big dog, the big daddy, the coin you don't want to mess with right now. Is Bitcoin the big daddy Bitcoin, you know? Bam Bam say, get your fiat ready. Guys, this is another point you guys have been waiting for, okay? And no matter where you are in the trend, okay? Just remember a couple different things. Look where you're at in the trend comparative to previous bear markets, right? Whether you think the bottom's in or not, you're in my accumulation zone. You do you, okay? You do you. Okay, I've accumulated this range like crazy. At this point, it is what it is. I'm happy with my stack at the current levels, at least for now. But here's the deal, guys. If you think the bottom is in, you're at 18.6. Here you are, man. If you think we're going lower, I mean, let's see what happens. But if you do, I think it's soon. And we talked about a big move is coming on the weekly time frame, right? BBWP on the weekly bottomed out, which means a huge volatile move is coming. There's only been 2 times in the last 2 years where the BBWP has gotten this low, okay? Last time, you saw a 60% drop in Bitcoin. The time before that, you saw a 400% rise in Bitcoin, okay? So be ready, man. In whatever direction you're in, be ready for, if it drops, be ready to scoop some up, because who knows? I mean, maybe it ends up being a wick and it doesn't stay down here very long and it bounces right back into this range. Okay, maybe, who knows? Maybe it's like a March of 2020 shit where everyone starts panicking, panic sells, and it gets bought up like crazy. I don't know. Maybe that happens. But you got to be prepared for that scenario. And if it's the upside, just be prepared, I guess, to take profits or whatever you want to do. But a big move's coming, man. Momentum is currently down. BBWP about to probably cross this week. You got to be... I got to look at this right now. And I don't want to sound like ultra bearish. Just the way the charts are looking at the current moment, this points to more downside to me. I have to be honest. It does, though. I'm not gonna, like I said, guys, I'm not gonna get too up in arms until Bitcoin starts closing a few days, at least a full daily where it opens and closes below this support, right? If it opens a full daily below the support, and it really starts testing this wick, you got to start getting a little up in arms. But the as far as indicators goes and stuff like that, it's looking slightly shady if Bitcoin starts closing where it is now. Let's see. It's bearish. It's bearish, man. He said it's bearish, man. The one saving grace I could see where, people are like, oh my God, this is awesome, which I just saw Mr. Hart point out in the chat, is in the daily time frame on the RSI, you still have some bullish divergence, right? Which you had it here, it tried to pump, you haven't really gotten anywhere, but you still have some bullish divergence, right? You got lower lows and you got higher lows on the RSI. So bullish divergence on the daily is still there. And actually, if you look at it from this point of view, is if Bitcoin can show any momentum to the upside, you got a little bit of hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, right? Lower lows, higher lows on the weekly time frame. So you got bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence on different time frames. But the thing about that is you got to see some momentum to the upside to see it play out, you know? And right now it's not there. But it could change, right? I've always said, would I be surprised if Bitcoin closes where it's at tomorrow and then pumps up, does a 10% green candle tomorrow? No, because that's what crypto does. That's what crypto does. And all you can do is look at the charts and give yourself the best risk versus reward ratio. And the levels where if you think it's going to pump, this is where it's going to go to. If you think it's going to dump, this is where you're going to go to. Nothing's a guarantee, right? Only takes one fat red Dito. Facts, man. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. But right now, the way it's looking, it looks a little bit bearish, I would say, based off, these indicators that I've been looking at lately. And just the rejections off, total market cap, previous support, Bitcoin 2-day previous support. I would say it looks a little shady lately. But if we pump tomorrow, it all goes to nothing. So just keep that in mind. Like, I feel like Bitcoin's just been going back and forth between pumping and dumping the last 5 days. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. But the real thing to watch is this S&P level right here. This is the real thing to watch right here, man. And this is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting right here, man. What do you guys think? Will the S&P hold the 200-week EMA support? Because if it doesn't matter what you think about Bitcoin, right? It doesn't matter at all, okay? Because if this breaks and starts coming back down here, Bitcoin's going lower. Bitcoin's going lower. And I hate to say that because I don't want to see Bitcoin go lower. But if that breaks, it's going lower. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? No? John doesn't think it's going to break? Or no, you don't think it's going to hold? I even forgot the question I asked. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Do you guys ever ask yourself a question? You talk, and then you forget what you said 2 seconds later? Yep. Happens all the time to me. Or, happens all the time to me on stream. Sometimes I'll ask the question on stream, and I'll forget I asked it, and then you guys will be answering it, and I'll be like, what the hell did I just ask? And you guys go nuts. Sometimes. Neil doesn't think it's going to hold. Paljack doesn't think it's going to hold. DJ expects sell-offs. Where was the pump? Yeah, man. We all want to see Bitcoin go lower. Do you guys really want to see Bitcoin go lower? Do you really want to see Bitcoin go lower? Do you really want to see Bitcoin go lower? Like, you guys say that. But when it happens, you guys go nuts in the chat. You know what I mean? You're like, I want Bitcoin to go lower. And then when it does, you're like, I'm depressed. Right? You guys tell me you want it to go lower, then the chat goes nuts when it goes lower. You know? So I don't know if I believe you guys that you actually want it to go lower. It's easy to say right now, but when it's actually going lower, you guys are like, ow! When 14K? Could be coming soon, man. Listen, I do think if Bitcoin drops, I do think we get some support at 16K. Right here at about 16,000. That happens to people who talk too much, which is good if you're a YouTuber. Facts, man. Listen, I'm more of a, I'm a talker, a singer. I've been called a bird, in my early. I probably was a bird in my last life because I'll just sit and I'll sing the whole day. I probably was a bird. Birds, they wake up in the morning and they just sing that annoying tune like that. And there's always that one annoying bird who's like, all the other birds are nice. They go like, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. And they just keep saying the same thing. No, I'm that bird that's like, I'm that bird who has no rhythm and all the other birds slowly start to fly away from him, That's me. But anyways, I do think we get some support at 16K right here. No, I'm not a good singer, guys. By singer, I mean horrible singer. Not like I sing and I'm good. No, I sing and I'm horrible. Right here. So January 2018, we did get a previous high there. And there is the bottom of a vector candle and a wick there. So I do think we get some support at 16K. Everyone's thinking that we just dump straight to 14. I don't think that happens. You know, in this scenario, if we do go lower, I don't think we just dump straight to 14. I think that's, you know, a little bit too generous. Though, I could be wrong. But if we do break 16, 13.8, or 13.9, it's 13.8, 13.9, somewhere in that region is the next level to look out for. But, you know, we'll talk about it when the time comes. I think right now, that's getting ahead of ourselves a little bit because we're still holding the lows. So I think that's fast forwarding a little bit too much. But as I will say, like, does anyone really know what's going to happen? No. Just be prepared for these levels. Okay, we're in unprecedented times. Bitcoin's only ever existed. Okay, say this again. Bitcoin's only ever existed in a stock market bull market. It's never been in a stock market true bear market or a even give or take even a recession. Okay, never mind a recession. So we don't know how it's going to react going forward. Everything we look at is based off previous price action, you know, in previous indicators going off based off what Bitcoin's done in the past. But it's a different time, right? So like we said yesterday, it's a battle between, do you believe in Bitcoin's past price action and past indicators, or do you believe in this time's different and it's going to completely defy the odds? That's the fight we're going with right now. And to be quite frankly, even if you think either one, Bitcoin's doing exactly what it has done in the past, right? I mean, overlay the two previous bear markets like we always had. It's doing the exact same thing on the exact same schedule from highs to lows. We're pretty much exactly where we should be. Look, we're exactly where we should be, right? If you take the highs, you just draw a simple trend line, right? Let's just do a dubious speculation down to the lows, and we put it right in the middle as far as time and price. Look where Bitcoin is. It's sitting exactly at the trend line, exactly where it should be. You know what I mean? It's crazy when you think about it. Through all the ups and downs and wiggly woos and news events, it's exactly where it should be. So, you know, this is obviously the more bearish scenario, you know, of Bitcoin bottoming between 10 and 14K. That's where it should go, right? Despite all the narratives behind us right now, you know? So keep watching this, right? I mean, listen, based off, if the same thing was to happen based off 2019, Bitcoin would bottom on the week of November 7th. And I found that interesting because if Bitcoin bottoms the week of November 7th, which would right now only be about 5 weeks away, which is crazy. It's going to be November in 5 weeks. That would be literally a year from the previous high. That's crazy how quick a year goes by. That's why I say, you know, if you think a bear market's going to last a year, it goes by fast. So be ready for it. A year from the top last year is literally 5 weeks away. Okay? So if we were to go based off 2019, that would be November 7th. What's also that week? Coincidence or not, you got the midterm elections the week of November 7th, and you got the FOMC meeting on November 2nd, right before that. Is that a coincidence? Well, time will tell. But, you know, whatever you think is going to happen, you know, let's wait to see how this plays out. But if it does drop more, does that perfectly line up for the rally here? Or the drop before the rally? You know what I mean? I don't know. Could be a coincidence. You guys could let me know in the chat. All right, we're just spitballing here. We're in unprecedented times. And, yeah, man. Or do you believe in the hash ribbons buy signal? Do you believe in the pi cycle bottom already flashing? Do you believe in the logarithmic regression? Do you believe in that stuff? It's a fun time. It's a stressful time for a lot of people, but it's a fun time as well because stressful times equal the best opportunities. It's facts. So use the stressful times as good opportunities. The decoupling, true. Drew said same shit over and over, but people act surprised. It's true. It's true, man. It is. I just like the sounds. It makes me relaxing to me. Time flies when you're having fun. True, Neil. Time does fly when you're having fun, my man. But yeah, I mean that's where we're at. It's a interesting time, man, because a lot of people will look at this as super shady, like the world going to shit is super shady. I would argue that the world going to shit is going to create a lot of wealthy people. It's the people who stick around and don't say investing is a scam and all this stuff. And when the right time comes, they pull the trigger. Or if you're already in the market, you just freaking hold on. All right? That's it. Because most people will leave, not even just crypto. They'll leave investing in general, thinking it's a scam because everything goes down. And then when the market starts going back up at some point, they'll start FOMOing back in. Rinse and repeat, right? It's a scam. I'm going to be rich quick. It's a scam. I'm going to get rich quick. It's a scam. I'm going to get rich quick. It's a scam. I'm going to get rich quick. Over and over and over again. It's a scam. I'm going to get rich quick. Bear market, it's a scam. Bull market, I'm going to get rich quick. And it's just, what is it? Patient money taking money from the impatient. Over and over again, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's see. But that's my little rant for today, man. That's my little rant. Because in reality, Bitcoin's not really doing much. It's still just kind of hovering right at the lows, you know? Just hovering right at the lows. There is no other purpose than to take money from the noobs. True. Very, very true. All right. Well, we're in that awkward rate zone, which right now is, you know, the S&P still holding up. This could be an interesting day, man. Fridays can be a shit show sometimes. And if the S&P starts, let's see where the S&P closes this week, man. If the S&P comes down and somehow closes the week lower, because it closes today in about 6 hours, the S&P closes. If over the course of 6 hours, this somehow dumps below the 200, I could see Bitcoin having a very, very red day. If it does, right? Which might make tonight's stream very, very interesting. If that's the case. If it holds, I think we're okay for the time being. NASDAQ is literally pretty much almost testing the lows as well. This is on the weekly chart. This is macro stuff. We're not talking 4-hour time frame here. Weekly also coming down to test the lows. So it'll be interesting to see where we end up today. I don't know if we break this today, but it's hovering. It's hovering there. You know what I mean? It's definitely hovering. Inverse the chart and play the pump song. Let's do it. Here we go. S&P 500 to the moon. Here we go.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Come on. No, man. Someday, this will be an inverted chart. Someday, we'll be looking at the chart like this and being like, yes, the bottom is in, right? And we're coming up. But instead, we invert it back to normal and the top is in. And yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. But someday, we will invert it, okay? And we will be pumped. And we will be back here flexing on them, okay? But right now, we wait. We wait. The impatient gets moved. Or like I said, the patient gets moved to the impatient. Neil said, I feel better. Nice. It gives you a little good little thing going on here. But Bitcoin's still holding 18.6, the 786 retracement. Let's see if it holds there today. That could be an interesting point where it starts to turn back around. You got some of your indicators that are, I mean, the daily looks like it wants to cross back up, but you gotta get some retracement here, right? XRP still holding. For all you XRPers out there, I do think for XRP you do want to hold this support. Previous lows. If this breaks here, man, I mean, we go to the 4-hour chart. You still got this whole juicy thing here. So would I be surprised to see XRP, if this doesn't hold, retrace all the way back to these levels? No, I wouldn't. Excuse me, man. Especially if Bitcoin drops, right? So, man, pay attention to this. But yeah, XRP is at a level I do want to hold. I do want to hold that. That doesn't. I mean, that's a good size move back down, 9%. Should just pay attention to that. You know what I mean? Pay attention to that. A couple other interesting charts real quick. Chili's. We know Chili's had two nice cup and handle patterns. We have a macro cup and handle pattern, which is this bigger cup handle breakout that broke out, and this little micro cup and handle pattern, right? Cup, handle, breakout. Right now it's coming back down to retest. So obviously be careful with this trade. Like if Bitcoin wants to dump, we know most altcoins are going down with the ship. Okay. But as we like to say, when these break out, you wait for the retest. In this green box here would be an area I would look at. You got to pay attention to BTC. If you like what you see from BTC as far as support, this could be a good entry for Chili's on this retest, right, before a move back up, right? So look at Chili's. I mean, Chili's has been one that's kind of been, doing pretty good despite the market. But this could be a good little short-term trade if you think Bitcoin's going to hold up, okay? Because if it doesn't, Chili's will get most likely, just like every other alt, get pummeled to the downside. But here comes 18,550 for BTC as we speak. So here we go. I know what Bitcoin's going to do today. Bitcoin is going to see S&P. S&P still holding on for dear life. NASDAQ still got a little room to work with there. And the DXY mooning. DXY is looking like Bitcoin from 2020. Holy moly, man. Should I FOMO into XRP by selling my Litecoin at a loss? Yes, Drew. Yes. Not financial advice, but yes, I would sell my Litecoin and FOMO and XRP. Yes. Absolutely. Litecoin is the best coin that's ever been made, hands down. Not even close. Litecoin is just such a good crypto for so many different reasons. The distance from Earth to the moon is 112 in the DXY. John, I saw that joke earlier. You said it was better earlier because you said a kid asked their mom in the car, "Mom, how far is the Earth from the moon?" And you said, "Well, it's 112 on the DXY." That was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good. It's kind of a nerdy joke, but I thought it was pretty good. No? Who else agrees? Anyone? I think it's a good joke. I think it's a really good joke, man. What time is it? 10:26? All right. We might call it a stream here, man. Let me preserve my voice because something tells me tonight's stream could be juicy. Whether it's a dump to the downside on stock markets breaking key support, or whether it's stock markets holding and Bitcoin getting a nice bounce from the lows. I think tonight's stream could be juicy. So let me preserve my voice. I think I talked about pretty much everything we need to talk about today. Be prepared for either direction. I'm not in the camp of being so sold on either direction at the current moment. Just be prepared for either way. And then you're not going to be shocked, right? That's all I'll say. Like, if we go lower, make sure you got something on the sidelines to take advantage if that's your strategy. And if we bounce, awesome. All right? Awesome. That's awesome too. Okay? I'm going to call a stream. I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Right? 7 p.m. 7 p.m. All right? Eastern Standard Time, not Central Standard Time. Don't be late, because if you think it's Central Standard Time, you're going to be late, and I'm going to be kind of upset. A little bit upset. A little bit upset. And if you think Pacific Standard Time, you're going to be here way late. I'll be off by then, you know? So make sure you're here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Adios, my friends. Drink some tea. Get your voice ready. And don't do anything you want to do. Don't panic. Say crypto. Most want to care. Crypto. And don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. All right? Peace out, guys. Peace.